Good morning. It's Monday, December the 15th. I'm Will Puckett. Thanks for joining us for Catch Up Quick. It's our daily fastcast that airs at 10:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. A fire at a West Knoxville apartment building is leaving more than 12 people without a home right before Christmas. The Knoxville Fire Department said the fire broke out at around 6:30 Sunday night at an apartment complex off of Greenbrier Ridge Way. Flames spread quickly in one building because of strong winds, with more than half of the building a total loss. Officials saying people trapped on the third floor were jumping from their balcony. 15 people, 2 dogs and a cat, are displaced. 3 people were taken to the hospital while 1 dog was taken to the vet. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Well, the Knoxville Fire Department is also investigating a weekend fire that caused major damage to a church. It happened just after 11:30 Saturday morning at a church on Dayton Street. The Knoxville Fire Department says they got reports of smoke coming out of the windows. Firefighters controlling the fire in about 10 minutes. KFD saying the church suffered some fire damage, significant water and smoke damage. No one was thankfully injured, though. We have an update for you on Knox County Chief Deputy Bernie Lyon, who's been hospitalized in the ICU unit. The Knox County Sheriff's Office saying that Chief Lyon is still in critical condition, but has made minor improvements over the weekend. We still do not know the reason for his hospitalization. However, Sheriff Tom Spangler and the Lyon family is thanking everyone for their continued support and prayers as he continues to recover. Well, a man is dead after a house fire in Greene County around 1 a.m. Saturday at a home on Goddard Drive. The Greene County Sheriff's Office saying a caller reported a loud noise and a fire in his brother's upstairs bedroom, but could not get to the room because of heavy smoke and flames. Firefighters arriving, quickly putting out the fire. They found the body of 66-year-old Scott Hollenbeck in the bedroom. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is now working with the Sheriff's Office to determine the cause of the fire. A man's now in custody following a deadly hit and run Saturday. KPD releasing this photo asking for your help in finding the car after what officials believe to be a hit and run crash with a motorcycle on Clinton Highway. The man driving the motorcycle was hurt and later pronounced dead. Now 57-year-old Stephen Dockery is in custody. Police say when they found Dockery, he showed signs of being under the influence. KPD saying Dockery is now facing multiple charges, including vehicular homicide. A McMinn County Sheriff's deputy was injured while he was taking someone to jail. It happened Saturday afternoon on Ingleside Avenue in Athens. McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy saying the deputy was taking a person to the county jail. Initial reports say a car pulled out in front of the deputy's cruiser when they crashed. Sheriff Guy saying everyone involved was taken to the hospital, adding their injuries do appear to be minor. The crash is being investigated. Right now, charges are pending against a business owner accused of running a large-scale fake luxury goods operation in Monroe County. The sheriff's office saying that private investigators hired by some major brands tipping them off about the Luxe Closet, possibly selling knockoffs of popular brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, and Coach. Police saying they then raided the store's distribution center in Madisonville and the owner's home in Chattanooga. Officials say they found fake handbags, wallets, jewelry, watches, and other counterfeit goods. Charges are pending against the business owner. Well, the next big holiday travel rush starts this weekend, and AAA is expecting it'll be the busiest end-of-year holiday rush ever. AAA expecting the number of flyers to jump by just more than 2%. Prices are also expected to increase, with the average round-trip ticket sitting at $900. That's up 7% from last year. That jump comes just weeks after the busiest day at airport checkpoints ever. The TSA screening more than 3 million people the Sunday after Thanksgiving, despite the winter weather. AAA saying holiday travelers should always be prepared for anything.
The delays and cancellations that we saw over Thanksgiving just highlight the fact that people need to have a plan B, at least have an idea.
Now, AAA also expects more travelers to hit the road compared to last year. One good note for them, they'll find cheaper gas prices. The average price below $3 a gallon for the first time in 4 years.
And now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Belle Oliver.
Well, good Monday morning. A very chilly start to your Monday. Temperatures into the teens right now. Knoxville sitting right around 19 degrees. We've got a beautiful crystal blue sky, though, across downtown Knoxville. And that's going to be the case for most of us today. Staying nice and sunny, but yes, still feeling very, very frigid out there. Feeling like 9 degrees here in Knoxville. Feeling like 20 out towards Crossville, 12 in Jamestown, 14 as you're heading over to the mountains today. This is pretty cold, but we will see some slight improvements heading into this afternoon. One thing that changed, though, is that our cold weather advisory has been allowed to expire, so not tracking any more of those for today. Again, we will see those gradual improvements this afternoon and definitely by Tuesday and Wednesday as we look towards tomorrow. This is the rest of your Monday. Our feels like forecast eventually feeling like the mid-20s by this afternoon, and then eventually getting back towards the feeling like the 30s, which is, I mean, it's still cold, but not as cold as yesterday. I promise there will be some nice warmer temperatures on the way. By this afternoon, temperatures look to top out into the upper 30s. We could see some low 40s there, but lots of sunshine for today. 38 in Knoxville, out towards Kingston as well, 38 towards Crossville and Jamestown, and 37 as you're heading over to Pigeon Forge today. We start our warming trend looking towards tomorrow. Our average temperature this time of year around 51 degrees in December. We'll be right about our average for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then bumping it up to near 60 degrees for Thursday. That's all thanks to another cold front on the way, which will make it a little bit warmer Thursday afternoon before we get some more reinforcing cold air on Friday. This cold front could bring us a few isolated showers late Wednesday night, and definitely most of the showers looking to push in Thursday afternoon and into Thursday night there as that cold front pushes through. This is mostly looking like rain. Again, it's going to be a little bit warmer on Thursday, so not tracking any winter weather of any sorts. But of course, if that changes, we'll let you know. But right now, most of this just looking like some good steady rain there, clearing out by Friday morning. And we stay dry for Friday and most of us heading into the weekend as well. So a little bit of a warm pattern coming on the way. I know a lot of us tired of this cold weather. We will stay nice and sunny for today into Tuesday. A few clouds build in by Wednesday afternoon with more of those rain showers on the way for Thursday. Looking towards this weekend, a few of us could be pushing the low 60s as well.
All righty, Belle, appreciate it. Well, more than $38 million now approved to help East Tennessee farmers recover from Hurricane Helene. The Tennessee Department of Agriculture will receive the money for a program to cover infrastructure and timber losses, in addition to future economic losses from the storm. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is saying those in the Southeast suffered significant economic losses during 2024. The funding is part of the $30 billion disaster assistance relief authorized by the American Relief Act. Well, a man says he was wrongfully detained by ICE while working at a construction site in Hardin Valley and is now asking a court to step in. A petition filed by a Knoxville attorney says 24-year-old Diego Hernandez Garcia entered the U.S. more than 10 years ago and has been living in Maryville. In 2019, he was granted a deferred action order, which allows him to stay in the country through May 12th of next year. The petition says he graduated from Maryville High School and has no criminal record. The petition also says this past Thursday, ICE officers showed up to a construction site on Hardin Valley Road. They began, quote, apprehending workers indiscriminately, one of them being Hernandez Garcia. Then an attorney tried to explain Hernandez Garcia's situation to the Knoxville ICE office. The petition says they were denied because his deferred action did not come from the Executive Office for Immigration Review. The petition is asking the court to step in and get Hernandez Garcia out of ICE custody. He's currently being held at the Roger D. Wilson Detention Facility in Knox County. We have reached out to ICE but have not heard back. Well, finding resources to help you as a new parent can be overwhelming. Now, a new website wants to help. The Knox County Health Department is launching its Mighty Moments campaign. It's a site that helps connect you with resources like breastfeeding support, mental health help, and safe sleep guidelines. It can also help answer your questions quickly instead of having to search online and figure out if the site is giving you the correct info and most accurate info. Chelsea Gowdy is with the Knox County Health Department and says it can help anyone from before you're pregnant to after.
You want to have a baby and you're planning to have a family, preconception care, prenatal care, as far as nutrition while you're pregnant, dental care while you're pregnant, dental care for your baby, covers the whole gamut.
Now, the site also has resources for caregivers, including how to support moms after they give birth. It also has a section to help employers support working moms. A beautiful tradition returned to East Tennessee and all across the country. Saturday was Wreaths Across America Day. Volunteers spending the day placing wreaths on the headstones of local veterans. Once they placed a wreath, the volunteer would step back and say the veteran's name out loud.
There's an old saying that we use a lot. A person dies twice. First when they take their final breath, and then again later when their name is no longer said out loud. So we say their name out loud. We don't want these veterans to ever be forgotten.
Yeah, more than 20,000 wreaths were laid on headstones across East Tennessee alone. Volunteers doing it at the Knoxville National Cemetery, the old East Tennessee State Veterans Cemetery on Lions View Pike, and the new East Tennessee State Veterans Cemetery on John Sevier Highway. WVLT proud to be your official station of the Lady Vols, and the Lady Vols basketball team now 7-2 to start the season. They pick up a big win over Winthrop Sunday afternoon in their best offensive performance of the season. Now the Lady Vols scored 112 points, 39 of them coming in the second quarter. Janiah Barker leading the way with the 20 points, 10 rebound day. A big test coming up Saturday, though. The Lady Vols will take on 22nd ranked Louisville in Brooklyn. That game starts at 11 o'clock in the morning again Saturday. All right, let's focus on football, where junior linebacker Arion Carter is declaring for the NFL draft. He will not play in the Music City Bowl. Carter is leading the Vols in tackles this past 2 seasons. He is the third Vol to declare for the NFL draft. Now, a massive win by a sport we don't often get to talk about. University of Tennessee men's rugby winning its second national title in team history over the weekend, taking down Bowling Green in the championship game in Houston by a score of 21-15. A big congratulations to Vol Rugby.
We the People, celebrating 250 years of America. Sponsored by Garza Law Firm.
On December 15, 1791, the U.S. Bill of Rights was ratified, then Virginia gave its approval. That Bill of Rights contains the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution. The Bill of Rights establishes freedoms, including speech, religion, assembly, all while protecting rights such as fair trial, protection from unreasonable searches, and the right to bear arms. That's going to do it for us today on Catch Up Quick. We appreciate you joining us. You can stay up to date with your news and weather headlines inside your WVLT News app, on your desktop at WVLT.tv, on all of our social media sites, and of course streaming 24/7 at WVLT+. We'll see you back here tomorrow.